This is All India Radio. We now bring you a special news program on COVID-19. Good morning. I'm Abhishek Mukhopadhyay and with me is Subhadra Ramachandran. The headlines. Centre asks states and union territories to strictly implement lockdown measures in the letter and spirit amidst coronavirus outbreak. Government appeals people to avoid religious congregation and adhere to social distancing during the lockdown. CBSE to conduct class 10 and 12 examinations only for 29 main subjects crucial for promotion. All students of class 1st to 8th to be promoted to next class. Bihar government decides to give 1,000 rupees to each migrant workers and ration card holders. United Nations COP26 Climate Change Summit postponed till next year, and Wimbledon tennis tournament cancelled for the first time since World War II. Centres asked states and union territories to strictly implement lockdown measures in the letter and spirit. In a letter to state chief secretaries and UT administrators, Home Secretary Ajay Bhalla said it has been noticed that some states and UTs are allowing exceptions beyond what has been permitted under the lockdown. He said this amounts to violation of the lockdown measures announced by the centre under the Disaster Management Act and may defeat the overall objective of containing the spread of COVID-19. The government has said positive cases of coronavirus in the country has increased and the states have been asked to launch intensive drive to trace the suspected contacts. Briefing media in New Delhi yesterday, Joint Secretary in the Health and Family Welfare, Love Agarwal said movement of people associated with Tablighi Jamaat at Nizamuddin in the national capital has increased the number of cases in the country. Mr. Agarwal said 1,800 people have been hospitalized and sent for quarantine. He appealed that religious congregation should be avoided and social distancing should be adhered during lockdown.
लॉकडाउन की परिस्थिति में हमारे जो इंस्ट्रक्शन है, हमारी डायरेक्शन है, वो यही है कि किसी भी तरह का कांग्रीगेशन अवॉइड करना चाहिए, धार्मिक सभाओं को अवॉइड करना चाहिए. हम चाहते हैं कि सब लोगों की सुरक्षा के लिए सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग के जो मेजर्स हैं, जो उससे संबंधित डायरेक्शन हैं, उनका 100% अमल हो.
The Joint Secretary said government is regulating 24 classes of medical devices which have been notified and regulated as drugs under Drugs and Cosmetics Act 1940 and Drugs and Cosmetics Rules 1945. He said no manufacturer and importer can increase the MRP of a drug more than 10% of MRP during preceding 12 months. He said this step has been taken to provide the medicine and devices at affordable rates to the people. Mr. Agarwal said Supreme Court has directed the states to make arrangement of counsellor at relief camps. Joint Secretary, the Minister of Home Affairs, Punya Salila Srivastav said that efforts have been made by the states and union territories to provide essential items to the people. She said 21,486 relief camps have been set up in the country, while meals have been provided to 25 lakh people.
माइग्रेंट वर्कर्स के लिए स्टेट्स और यूटीज फूड और शेल्टर की व्यवस्था कर रही हैं. अपडेटेड फिगर्स के अनुसार 21,486 रिलीफ कैंप सेटअप हुए हैं, जिसमें 6,75,193 पर्सन्स को शेल्टर दिया जा रहा है और लगभग 25 लाख लोगों को मील्स दिए गए हैं.
Cabinet Secretary Rajiv Gauba held a meeting by video conferencing with all the Chief Secretaries and Director General Police of the states. The states were sensitized about the intensive contact tracing of Tablighi Jamaat participants, as this has increased the risk of containment efforts of COVID-19. The states were asked to complete the contact tracing process on a war footing. It has been found that foreigners who had participated in the Tablighi Jamaat had violated visa conditions. The states were asked to initiate action for violation of visa condition against the foreigners and the organizers of the event. In Telangana, 30 new positive cases of coronavirus reported on a single day yesterday. 3 persons died while being treated for COVID-19. 2 persons died in Gandhi Hospital in Hyderabad, while 1 more died in a city-based private hospital. With this, the total deaths in the state due to COVID-19 rose to 9. All the positive cases and deaths reported yesterday are returnees from Tablighi event held in Delhi between 13th to 15th of last month. Meanwhile, Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao appealed to people who attended Markas, their family members and close contacts to come forward for medical tests. Hundreds of contacts with Markas returnees are being brought for medical tests in Hyderabad and also in districts across the state. The security at Gandhi Hospital and other designated hospitals for doctors and medical staff has been beefed up. This is following an attack over doctors by relatives of a COVID-19 patient who died last evening at Gandhi Hospital in Hyderabad. We have a report.
When the spread of coronavirus was being fought from all corners and kept it under near control, the death of 6 persons, all who attended Tablighi event in Delhi, shook the entire state and brought it to back to square leg situation. Massive search operations are going on across the state to find the close contacts of the Delhi returnees who attended Tablighi event. Over 200 teams comprising revenue, police and medical personnel are searching for the Makkah's returnees in Hyderabad for the past 3 days. So far, they have identified nearly 1,000 returnees, their family members and close contacts. Yesterday only, over 300 samples were tested for coronavirus and 30 of them tested positive. The district authorities, especially of Adilabad, Karimnagar and Nizamabad, from where more number of people attended Makkahs, are making all-out efforts to identify the virus affected and bring them to medical care as early as possible. Lakshmi, AIR News, Hyderabad.
In Tamil Nadu, 110 people were tested positive for COVID-19, taking the total to 234 so far. All the new cases were found out to be those who attended the Tablighi Jamaat conference in Delhi. With this, the total number of COVID-19 cases among those who attended the conference so far is estimated to be 190, with 80 more confirmed earlier. However, the State Health Secretary Bila Rajesh told reporters that 1,103 people who attended the event have reported themselves for testing and are in the isolation wards of the nearby hospitals. The whole of the containment zones have been cordoned off by the police so that the spread of the disease could be checked and the people could be tested. She said the state has the capacity to test 5,000 patients a day and the capacity has been gradually expanded. More from a correspondent.
As part of Government of India's humanitarian mission, Indian Air Force is scheduled to deliver essential medicines and relief materials to the Maldives to help in its fight against the SARS-CoV-2 virus. A C-130 type multi-purpose transport aircraft of the Defence Force will carry the relief materials from Chennai Airport to Malé this morning. Furthermore, for repatriating the staff of the French consulate in the city and their families and the stranded nationals of France in various towns in the state, a chartered flight took off from Chennai last night with 295 passengers to Paris via Doha. Similarly, 5 chartered flights are scheduled to be operated from Chennai to Kuala Lumpur from tonight till coming Sunday, carrying over 900 Malaysian nationals who were found stranded in Tamil Nadu. Jai Singh, AIR News, Chennai.
In Andhra Pradesh, number of COVID-19 positive cases stands at 111 with a record number of 67 tested positive yesterday. Most of the positive cases traced to the participants of the Tablighi Jamaat conference in Delhi. As the results are coming in a phased manner, there is a possibility for increase in the number of cases as most of the participants of the congregation and the contacts are yet to come out voluntarily for testing. The state government has come out with an innovative COVID-19 alerting tracking system to monitor the movements of people who came from abroad and are under home quarantine by tracking the location of the mobile numbers with the help of service providers. The AP government has started distributing social pensions through Gram volunteers throughout the state.
Jammu and Kashmir Chief Secretary BVR Subramaniam has directed all Deputy Commissioners to carry out aggressive contact tracing campaign and putting all such persons under quarantine after taking their samples as per health protocol. He also asked to further minimize movement on roads in order to contain the spread of coronavirus. He complimented the Deputy Commissioners for their serious efforts in battling with coronavirus and said that it is because of our aggressive contact tracing campaign that we have controlled the spread of virus to some extent. The details of people who have attended religious functions in Delhi have been shared with the Deputy Commissioners, Chief Secretary said, adding that both the Divisional Commissioners should coordinate with IGPs and further DCs with the help of District Police, need to ensure that the entire list is checked and action as per health protocol is taken accordingly. In Gujarat, police have traced 72 people that had attended the Tablighi Jamaat conference at Nizamuddin in Delhi earlier this month. State GDP Shivanand Jha said out of these, 71 persons have been home quarantined. He confirmed that one 70-year-old male from Bhavnagar who died on 26 March had attended the gathering. A report.
The inquiry conducted by police revealed that those who attended the gathering included 34 persons from Ahmedabad, 20 from Bhavnagar, 12 from Mehsana, 4 from Botad, while 2 from Navsari. DGP Shivanand Jha said all the 71 persons have been medically examined and home quarantined. He said all the persons who have come in contact with them are also being identified and quarantined. Aparna Khun, AR News, Ahmedabad.
Tripura government has identified 35 persons of 18 families who had participated in the Tablighi Jamaat conference at Nizamuddin in Delhi. State Surveillance Officer Dr. Deep Dev Verma said out of these, 10 persons are from Maharashtra who has come to Tripura after visiting Mumbai from the Nizamuddin gathering, and another 12 are from Assam. The 35 persons have been quarantined in the state. In Manipur, a person who took part in religious congregation held at Nizamuddin, New Delhi has been found positive for coronavirus. As of now, Manipur has found 2 positive cases of COVID-19. Those who were found negative in the test result has been kept in quarantine centers in the concerned districts.
A total 1,834 confirmed cases of coronavirus have been registered in the country. Health and Family Welfare Ministry has confirmed that 144 patients have been cured and 41 deaths have been reported so far in the country. Head Scientist ICMR Delhi, Raman R. Gangakhetkar said that 47,951 tests have been conducted so far and the current capacity utilization of the labs is 38%. He said ICMR has given approval to 126 government laboratories and 51 private laboratories to conduct the tests. In view of COVID-19 outbreak, the Central Board of Secondary Education CBSE will conduct Class 10 and 12 examinations only for 29 main subjects which are crucial for promotion and admission to higher educational institutions. Human Resource Development Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank said he has advised the board in this regard. He said for rest of the subjects, CBSE will not hold board exams and instructions for their marking assessment will be issued soon. He has also directed CBSE to promote all students of classes 1 to 8 to the next class in view of COVID-19 situation. The minister said the students of class 9 and 11 will be promoted to the next class based on the school-based assessments, including projects, periodic tests and term exams conducted so far. Those class 9 and 11 students not promoted this time can appear in school-based tests online or offline.
Food Corporation of India FCI is ensuring uninterrupted supply of wheat and rice throughout the country during the lockdown period. Consumer Affairs Ministry said FCI is fully prepared to meet not only the food grain requirement under the National Food Security Act, but also any additional demand including supply of 5 kg per person for the next 3 months to more than 81 crore people under PM Garib Kalyan Ann Yojana. The ministry said as of 31st of last month, FCI has over 56 million tons of food grains. The Commodity Participants Association of India CPAI has moved the market watchdog SEBI seeking restoration of trading hours till 11:30 p.m. to contain market volatility and cap the losses. In a letter to Executive Director and Whole-Time Director of SEBI, Santosh Kumar Mohanty, CPAI National President Narendra Wadhwa said the request is based on an opinion poll of its members who overwhelmingly voted for restoration of the original trading timing till 11:30 p.m.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has urged everyone to have a look at the Ayush Ministry protocol and make it a part of our lives and share it with others. In a tweet, he said, "Let's keep the focus on being healthy, and as good health is the harbinger of happiness." Ayush Ministry has suggested Ayurveda's immunity-boosting measures to take care of ourselves during COVID-19. In the wake of growing novel coronavirus cases in the country, the Health and Family Welfare Ministry has issued several advisories for the people to contain the spread of COVID-19. These advisories stress on several preventive measures like social distancing, personal hygiene and restriction of mass gatherings. A report.
Government has advised people to follow basic protective measures to keep themselves safe from the coronavirus. People should strictly follow the social distancing norms and avoid gathering. They should stay at their homes and go out for buying essential items only when it is absolutely required. People are advised not to touch their eyes, nose and mouth. Frequent hand sanitization is a must. They should keep cleaning their hands with soap and alcohol-based hand sanitizers. both sides of hand has to be washed for at least 20 seconds. If a person is experiencing cough and fever or any other symptom, he or she should avoid close contact with others and doctors should be consulted immediately. The Health Ministry has issued a toll-free number 1075 for the public inquiry about coronavirus. Bhupendra Singh, AIR News, Delhi.
In a series, Experts Speak on All India Radio, we bring you the views of the leading medical experts on COVID-19. Dr. M.V. Padma, Head of Neurosciences Center, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi, has said that we need to stay home to stay safe and break the chain of transmission of COVID-19.
A virus has invaded our earth. It has invaded us. And there are zillion concerns. There are concerns about our survival, about food, about education, about career, about profession, about our movements. But these are questions for the first time in 3 generations that we are facing. But they're of relevance only if we are alive. To stay alive, stay home.
Dr. Neeraj Nischal, Associate Professor Medicine in All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Delhi, tells why the lockdown is essential and why is it required to follow the advisories.
This is a new virus, so it has got a very big ego. It will not come to your house unless you go out and invite it. So stay home, stay safe.
For listening to other experts, tune into our next bulletin. Medical expert Dr. Vijay Kumar has said that healthy lifestyle is necessary to boost your immunity and fight coronavirus.
नॉर्मल जो रूटीन है एक स्वस्थ जीवन जीने के लिए वो जरूरी है. वो कोरोना हो या कोई दूसरा इन्फेक्शन हो उसके लिए भी वो उतने ही जरूरी है. हेल्दी हाइजीन हैबिट्स वो फॉलो करनी है हमें. आंख, नाक, कान जो हम टी पॉइंट हम बोलते हैं अपने फेस का, उन पे बार बार नहीं छूना है और बार बार साबुन से 20 सेकंड तक हाथ धोते रहना है.
This is All India Radio giving you a special program on COVID-19. Let's take a look at the headlines once again. Centre asks states and union territories to strictly implement lockdown measures in the letter and spirit amidst coronavirus outbreak. Government appeals people to avoid religious congregation and adhere to social distancing during the lockdown. CBSE to conduct class 10 and 12 examinations only for 29 main subjects crucial for promotion. All students of classes 1st to 8th to be promoted to next class. Bihar government decides to give 1,000 rupees to each migrant workers and ration card holders. United Nations COP26 Climate Change Summit postponed till next year and Wimbledon tennis tournament cancelled for the first time since World War II. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
Bihar government has decided to give 1,000 rupees to each migrant workers who have returned to the state recently following nationwide lockdown. The state government will also give 1,000 rupees each to all ration card holders. A decision to this effect was taken at a high-level meeting chaired by Chief Minister Nitish Kumar yesterday. Maharashtra Health Minister Rajesh Tope has said that 3 people succumbed to novel coronavirus and 33 fresh cases of the disease were registered in the state yesterday. The total number of affected people in the state now stands at 335.
Uttar Pradesh government has categorically denied that there is community-level spread in the state and said that actually there has been a decrease in the spread of average rate of infection from coronavirus. So far, 113 cases have been reported in the state. 2 persons lost their lives from the deadly virus COVID-19 yesterday. Those who died were from Basti and Meerut districts. A report.
The 25-year-old man from Basti who lost his life yesterday had no travel history and it is being investigated that how he got infected from the virus. Principal Secretary Health Amit Mohan Prasad has said that patients of corona have been identified in 16 districts of the state and 59 districts are free from corona infection. 17 people have also fully recovered after getting infected. Meanwhile, police have filed FIR against those foreigners as well as local persons in various districts who were hiding without revealing their health conditions. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has also ordered action against foreign nationals involved in violation of visa rules. ADG Law and Order of the State P.V. Ramashastri said that those who came on tourist visa cannot involve in missionary activities. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
In Rajasthan, the number of coronavirus positive cases has gone up to 120. Yesterday, 27 new positive cases reported in the state. Among them, 11 cases reported from Tonk and Churu, who returned from Tablighi Jamaat program held in New Delhi, while 13 cases reported from Ramganj area of Jaipur. More from our correspondent.
State Health Minister Dr. Raghu Sharma told that about 538 people from 13 districts of the state have participated in the Tablighi Jamaat program held in New Delhi. These include 5 foreigners and 350 people from other states. He told that after the information, an alert has been issued by the Health Department. Additional Chief Secretary of Home Department Rajiv Swarup told that about 450 people who participated in Tablighi Jamaat program have been quarantined. He told that various agencies are engaged in searching for the remaining people. He told that people's entry is not allowed at any religious place in the state. Despite this, 70 people gathered at a religious place in Ajmer, which was evacuated, and 11 persons were arrested in this case. Jitendra Dwivedi, AIR News, Jaipur.
In Chandigarh, a 49-year-old male resident of Sector 35 was found positive for COVID-19 yesterday. With this, the COVID-positive cases in the Union Territory have risen to 16. In Assam, 3 more positive cases have been reported in the state, taking the total number of cases to 16. Health Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma said that all of them participated in the Tablighi Jamaat congregation.
Himachal Pradesh government is enforcing all necessary precautionary measures, including social distancing, to control the spread of COVID-19 virus. The state police is keeping a strict vigil on persons who had come to state after attending any religious congregations from outside the state. A report.
The state government is keeping a strict vigil on those people who had come to state after attending any function at Nizamuddin in New Delhi during the last 1 month. State police also booked members of Tablighi Jamaat allegedly violating curfew restrictions in the state. Police found the accused travelling in a vehicle in Nerwa Tehsil of Shimla district without a curfew permit. It may be recalled that a total of 167 members of Tablighi Jamaat, including other Muslim communities, being quarantined in their respective district after returning from a religious gathering held at Nizamuddin, New Delhi. So far, none of them have COVID-19 symptoms. Meanwhile, all the health institutions are kept open in the state, and medical and paramedical staff has been asked to not to proceed on leave. Private hospitals had also been asked to remain open during this period. Sanjeev Sundariyal, AIR News, Shimla.
In Madhya Pradesh, amid the coronavirus outbreak, common people in the state are showing dedication to help the government in dealing with the disaster by donating generously. Children and retired people are more generous to donate their savings. They are also motivating others to donate to fight against COVID-19. More from our correspondent.
In a heartwarming gesture, Salba Uskar, an 82-year-old woman from Vidisha, has donated rupees 1 lakh from her pension to the Chief Minister's Relief Fund.
2 महीने की पेंशन दी है और 1 लाख रुपए, और ये सब वातावरण देखकर ऐसा लगा सब लोग दे रहे हैं इतना, सब अपना भी थोड़ा सा सहयोग उसमें हो जाए, ये सोच के.
Sharing her video on Twitter, Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan has written that "Ma Tujhe Salam." This valuable blessing of a mother has boosted my confidence in the fight against COVID-19. While in Neemuch district, a 10-year-old boy Devraj Singh Parihar and his 12-year-old brother Keshav donated over 5,000 rupees from their piggy bank to fund meals for laborers during the COVID-19 lockdown. Madhya Pradesh has so far reported 86 coronavirus cases. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
Jammu and Kashmir government would release jail inmates in wake of coronavirus. Following a spike in corona-positive cases in the Union Territory of J&K over the past 1 week, the government has decided to release prisoners to decongest the jails. It has also started releasing those who have successfully completed quarantine in government accommodation. 7 new positive cases were reported yesterday. More from our correspondent.
The convicted prisoners of different categories shall be considered for release for 8 weeks on a special parole, extendable for another 8 weeks if the lockdown continues. 314 people who were under administrative quarantine upon their return to Srinagar were discharged yesterday and taken back to their homes after successful completion of quarantine period. Today, 370 more people will be released. Meanwhile, 7 new positive cases, all from Srinagar, were reported yesterday, taking the total number of positive cases to 62, including 48 in Kashmir and 10 in Jammu. Spokesperson of J&K government, Rohit Kansal, said robust contact tracing has led to detection of these cases, saying J&K's testing rate is second only to Kerala. Nasir Rathur, AR News, Jammu.
In Bangalore, 4 young engineers have come together to help the civic body to disinfect the city from virus. The startup company promoted by them is using 6 hexacopter drones to disinfect places like market, bus stand and railway stations. More from a correspondent.
Bruhat Bengaluru Mahanagarapalikha is pressing into service the expertise of 4 young entrepreneurs to disinfect the city at this time of coronavirus threat. Neil Sagar, who is an aerospace engineer, has teamed up with civil engineer Nishant Murli, electronic engineer Naga Praveen, aeronautics engineer Vinay Kumar to form a startup called Alpha Drone Technology. Neil Sagar shares his expertise with AIR on the service being rendered by them.
We are using this drone which we are using for agriculture pesticide spraying. Use chemical disinfectants used by BBMP on our drone, and we are targeting all crowded areas. We are covering all the crowded areas where people movement will be high and causing COVID-19 to spread quickly.
The hexacopter drone with 6 propeller can carry 15 liters of disinfectant and fly up to 20 to 25 feet and can operate for about 6 to 7 hours a day. They had used the drones earlier to spray pesticide for Indian Institute of Horticulture in Bengaluru. Sudhindra, AIR News, Bengaluru.
Prominent persons have appealed to people to follow the lockdown guidelines as announced by the government. Noted singer Asha Bhosle appealed to people to help the country in fighting coronavirus by staying at home.
नमस्कार, मैं आशा भोसले। दिल चीज क्या है, आप मेरी जान ले लीजिए, बस एक बार मेरा कहा माने। मेरा कहना यही है कि आप अपने घरों से मत निकलिए, क्योंकि हमारा भारत देश आज बड़ी लड़ाई लड़ रहा है और इस लड़ाई में हमें जीतना है। कैसे जीतेंगे? आप जब मदद करेंगे, घरों में बैठेंगे, तब जीतेंगे। मुझे विश्वास है कि हम जीतेंगे। जय हिंद।
Bollywood actress Vidya Balan asked people to beat coronavirus by maintaining social distance.
ये बेशक हम सब के लिए एक बहुत ही कठिन और मुश्किल समय है और ये हिंदुस्तानियों की खासियत है कि कोई मुश्किल आती है तो हम सब साथ खड़े रहते हैं। पर इस वक्त साथ खड़े रहने का मतलब है कि हम एक दूसरे से दूरी बनाए रखें। घर पर रहिए, अपना ख्याल रखिए। Stay home, stay safe.
In an effort to guard against fake news being circulated on various platforms, we bring you a new segment on fact-checking and mythbusters. The Vaishno Devi Shrine Board has denied rumours that around 400 pilgrims are stranded at Vaishno Devi Temple. The board clarified that no devotee is currently stranded in Khatra or at the Vaishno Devi Shrine. According to the CEO of Sri Mata Vaishno Devi Shrine Board, Ramesh Kumar Jhangit, the pilgrimage was suspended on March 18, days before the 21-day lockdown was imposed in the country. Beware of such misinformation and do not fall for such news. Stay home, stay safe.
United Nations COP26 Climate Change Summit due to take place in the Scottish city of Glasgow in November has been postponed due to the coronavirus pandemic. British government said the dates for a rescheduled conference in 2021 would be announced later. Some 30,000 people, including 200 world leaders, had been due to attend the 10-day conference for crucial talks to halt the rising global temperatures. Wimbledon, the oldest Grand Slam tennis tournament, has been cancelled for the first time since World War II because of the coronavirus pandemic. Tournament organizer All England Club, after an emergency meeting, announced that the Championships 2020 will be cancelled due to public health concerns linked to the novel coronavirus epidemic.
And now an overview of today's newspapers covering COVID-19 stories. India welcomes foreign contributions to PM Cares, writes The Hindu. All CBSE Class 1 to 8 students to be promoted to next level, informs The Statesman. Cooking gas price in Delhi cut by rupees 61.5 per cylinder, says The Times of India. Government considers shift in policy. Milder cases may not require hospitalization, informs The Indian Express. In Delhi, mobile phones of over 24,000 people who are under quarantine to stop the spread of COVID-19 will be put under surveillance to check for quarantine violation, reports the Hindustan Times. Over to Abhishek.
And now, we end the special news program on COVID-19. The headlines once again. Centre asks states and union territories to strictly implement lockdown measures in the letter and spirit amidst coronavirus outbreak. Government appeals people to avoid religious congregation and adhere to social distancing during the lockdown. CBSE to conduct class 10 and 12 examinations only for 29 main subjects, crucial for promotion. All students of class 1st to 8th to be promoted to next class. Bihar government decides to give 1,000 rupees to each migrant workers and ration card holders. And Wimbledon tennis tournament cancelled for the first time since World War II. And with that, we end the special news program on COVID-19.